Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and children of all ages. I'm your host of the Most Nerds 32, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. We're on to episode 2 here. We already went through our first day, and are doing our night assignment before the next day. So it's time to write a poem. And it's the thing it says here before. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Alright, so we know kind of like the one girl likes horror stuff. We know one girl likes kind of had a weird look when I said manga, so maybe she's an anime girl. I don't know. We'll see. And then of course, that's like Sayori should like the cute stuff. So let's see here. Ocean Pure, Wrath, Hope, Shiny Dance, Twirl Feather, Email, Lucky. What should I pick here? I'm gonna say Hope. Oh, she jumped up there like crazy. Silly Marriage, Externally, Heaven Sent, Eternity Fun, Hair, Misery, Secretive, Meager, Silly Marriage. I'm gonna say Heaven Sent. Guess she got happy. Vertigo, Party, Waterfall, Desire, Anime, Adventure, Sticky, Sunset, Disaster, and Jump. We'll see that one. Oh. Cute, Happiness, Sugar, Agonizing, Jumpy, Imaginative, Forgive, Headphones, Vibrant. I'm gonna say Cute. Death, Vanilla, Calm, Landscape, Wonderful, Hopeless, Sweet, Heartbeat, Atone, Misfortune. I'm gonna say Vanilla. Oh. Middle girl is jumping up all crazy like there. Essence, Giggle, Alone, Blanket, Parfait, Uncanny, Nightgown, Kitty, Embrace, Family. I'm gonna say Family, that one. Bunny, Dark, Uncontrollable, Kawaii, Covet, Rose, Empty, Shame, Incapable, Existence. Kawaii! Variants, Flower, Kiss, Peace, Nature, Depression, Heart, Clumsy, Fireflies, Games. I'll say the Heart. Dazzle, Papa, Music, Melody, Determination, Fireworks, Dreams, Peaceful, Cry, and Play. Determination! Cheer, Climax, Sparkle, Daydream, Excitement, Anxiety, Color, Vivid, Sadness, Time. Excitement. Playground, Extreme, Doki Doki, Rainbow, Whistle, Variety, Bouncy, Prayer, Hurt, Anger. Doki Doki! Why not? Because it's the name of the game. Breathe, Bubbles, Insight, Raincloud, Philosophy, Pout, Lust, Romance, Special, Fear. I'll say Romance. Horror, Nibble, Poof, After Image, Disarray, Universe, Graveyard, Strawberry, Holiday, Unending. Holiday Road. Journey, Scars, Puppy, Starscape, Pink, Passion, Fluffy, Amazing, Skipping, Valentine. Amazing, Doi. Promise, Entropy, Smile, Lollipop, Infinite, Unrequited, Skirt, Suicide, Joy, Love. I'm gonna say Love. Well, I'm saying all the good things for her, aren't I? Whisper, Tears, Flee, Awesome, Warm, Chocolate, Raindrops, Summer, Boop, and Frightening. Awesome! Comfort, Whirlwind, Sensation, Treasure, Destiny, Charm, Together, Sunny, Captive, Bed. A bed. Milk, Beauty, Electricity, Shopping, Sing, Childhood, Candy, Crimson, Disown, Despise. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna change up here. I'm gonna say Beauty. Hop, Explode, Friends, Contamination, Incongruent, Vivacious, Loud, Unstable, Grief, Ribbon. Interesting choices here. Friends. Fickle, Intellectual, Lipstick, Melancholy, Analysis, Flying, Spinning, Pain, Broken, Memories. Alright, we'll see what kind of poem I can make out of that. Hi, Kim Nestor! Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha! Nah, don't worry. I was just thinking about all of you 4 girls all night. Hardly slept. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I kept my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Nestor.
I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on.
Like he deserves any slack.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying manga and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, Dad. Master always gives it his best as long as he's having fun.
He helped me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set the house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
How come? You and Ezra can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Sayori.
Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know?
Wait, Sayori?
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. Really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Oh, look at... Oh, she's got a crush, I think.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it really is not. Oh, what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to
rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. That's the proper way of doing it, my friends. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh, she's being so adorable! She even picked out a book she thinks I like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you! I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Surrounded by 4 cute girls! How am I supposed to do this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't solve the problem, though.
What do you mean?
Even if we came up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, they can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. And I need to get a little drink of beverage right there, because if not, I'm going to dry out quickly in my throat. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Ah, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Ah, you're right! Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you were suggesting it.
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Okay, it's like that. Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
And we still need to work out the details of the event itself. And I'm sitting there smiling. That's so sweet. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wah! Okay, you come right up in my face like that. Sayori. Open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall on my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're going to have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I get over my shoulder to see a Monica over.
It's true, though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on.
How can you say no to that face right there? I'm looking at this beautiful face right here. How can you say no to that? At least give
me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
Sayori glances all around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
My hair's just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Try to wipe the stain off with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Oh no, I'm an asshole to Sayori. Why am I being such an asshole to her?
Hey, you're meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how better it looks, you'll change your mind.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. Stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing ever even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all those embarrassing things, you silly gilly, you silly billy girl.
I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
I'll leave you focused on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal. Shake? Alright, good.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Next, I can't wait to read yours.
Same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots anyway to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah, duh. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I could really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Okay.
I can't wait.
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Who should I show first? I could show to Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica. You know what? Let's go and show Sayori first. That way we can get that out of the way, because she was so enthusiastic seeing mine first. And I'll probably show it to Monica, then to Yuri, then to Natsuki. I think that's how I'm going to go. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Indeed.
Oh? Oh my goodness! This is so good, Nestor!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer!
Sayori, you're making my ego go big. We don't need that. Won't be able to fit through the door. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Nestor poem! And that makes it feel extra special.
Oh, my heart is melting. It's so cute.
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room?
Well, of course.
Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Nestor. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Aww, cute! Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry.
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Alright, let's see what she has written here. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Click outside poem area to continue. Okay, Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit. You can't answer
just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
I can't figure out who I'm supposed to be talking like. Even though you were late to school.
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me your poem. It's delightful.
Hee. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay, now let's go show it to Monica, see what she has to say.
Hi, Nestor. Having a good time so far?
Oh, yeah.
Good, glad to hear it.
By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or anything we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Just like how I am in real life. Ain't that right? Hey, what? Alright.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Nestor.
We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's sort of berry that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica, my poem. Alright, moment for a drink. Reading is tiring work. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Oh well, you know. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Interesting. You're sure you're not reading into it too much?
Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri.
In any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would also enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. Maybe. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. Well, thank you, Monica. Make me write how I feel, not how the world wants me to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's true. When she poses like that, it's just like, this is so damn cute! Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see, aha. Well, let's read it then. Alright, here we go with hers. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle produces. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of my meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I really realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's pretty deep. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays.
I'm trying to get my voices mixed up again. I gotta stop that.
That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. Can't even read it. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. That's smart. I like that. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay. Alright. Now let's go talk to Miss Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Yeah, so it's that bad, huh? Ugh.
No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. And they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Ugh, can I not speak tonight? Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something that can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the best challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Also, that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity of her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be literature club? Okay, on to the third poem. Ghost Under the Light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calming, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back. Okay.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
It's because I suck at reading. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I liked your poem. In a way, I did. I did like it. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all. Everything was perfect. Perfect.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild.
Mild.
Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Woohoo! Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Nestor.
Really? I must have totally missed the point. Okay, so it's just like horror stuff, so I thought it was horror. I can understand that.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left without nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Never even thought of that. In a way, I haven't. That's just new stuff to worry about. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up one of these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you. Mwah.
And finally, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. it just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your. So it's basically not cute enough for your taste.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Huh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine.
Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, okay? Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Okay.
Yeah.
I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I did like it. In a way. It's different. If anything, it's good to say about that.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because
Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
the people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like it in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. Okay. Now after hearing this, I can maybe at least reflect a little bit more with hers. Makes sense.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Nope, I didn't. Guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Good on you, bro. Good on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone has judged me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Trickster me. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They giggle. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem on the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling I'm giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? That's thanks, but I really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nestor did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Nestor liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Is that what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just a little jealous that Nestor appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nasty started showing up. Natsuki?
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting guys!
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Esther? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have never happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nestor.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nestor?
I'm in the middle of a cat fight.
Well,
How did I get dragged into this in the first place?
Sayori!
It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's what's going to be. Oh, I can either side with Natsuki or Yuri, or I can ask Sayori for help. Yeah, I'm gonna say Sayori, help me! Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, dying up words I had in my mouth. So let's just turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't help bringing myself to say anything to her. Sayori!
Eh?
Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Nestor.
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to inject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your mere maturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes... Stop!
Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy.
Oh, look, she's crying a little bit too. Oh no!
My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of the differences. Natsuki's poems are amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Just because.
Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Why am I part of this club again? Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression.
Oh, make some tea.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Oh, so damn cute! Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing poems?
It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Nasty, what about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Excuse me. And maybe you've learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. They might. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded myself with newfound determination. Determination! I love that word.
After, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go! Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I ever seen them fight like that. I'm glad they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Nestor, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to get so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Why can I get a girlfriend out of it, possibly? You know, get out of the singleness mood and everything, you know what I'm saying? Well, just have to wait and see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, it's time for another poem, so that means I'm going to close an episode. Wow, almost over 45 minutes. Well, thank you guys for tuning in to watching this video. If you like what you see, hit the like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Do all the things, enjoy the video, and post down below what you think of this, how the series is going so far. No spoilers. No spoilers. I do mean that. No spoilers. I am blind to this. I want it to continue to be like this. So, thank you all for tuning in. If you like what you see, do everything below. Like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, stay frosty, won't you? Booyah!